Hey, everybody. So the Talmud could be, on the one hand, very, very mystical, metaphysical, esoteric, talking about angels and demons and things like that. And on the other hand, it could be very, very practical, pragmatic, down to earth. And there's a great example that we recently did in Daf Yomi this week. It's from page 60, second side, 60b, which shows how these two can coexist right alongside each other. And so the Talmud tells us, Klavim bochim, if you hear dogs howling in a place, Malach hamavet bala ir, you should be very careful because the angel of death has come to the city. Klavim misachkim, but if dogs, on the other hand, are playing, they're making merry, they're having a nice time over there, Eliyahu Hanavi Balair, then Elijah the prophet has come to that city. Pretty nice. And the note over here in the art scroll, people explain animals are capable of sensing some metaphysical phenomena that humans typically cannot sense. These were purposely concealed from man due to man's faculty of intelligence. If he were to be aware of all the phenomena surrounding him, his mind would quickly become overwhelmed. So like all this kind of mystical stuff kind of going on around us, we're not attuned to it. Dogs are, but we aren't because it would be too much. And so that's like pretty intense. But on the other hand, it doesn't end there. Vahani Mili, this thing that they just said about the behavior of dogs, and as a result of the angel of death or Elijah the prophet, Dilisbahu Nekeva. That's as long as there's not a female dog in the area. If there's a female dog in the area, all bets are off. Nothing to do with the angel of death, nothing to do with Elijah. It's just dogs being dogs. You see, you have to have this balance in life. On the one hand, you want to see mystical things and experience that, and it's a reality. On the other hand, sometimes it's just down to earth, simple, practical things that have nothing to do with anything metaphysical. Rambam, Maimonides in Hilchot Deot, he says, a person should always choose the middle path. Always choose the middle path. Don't go to one extreme or the other. Some people, they see mysticism and spiritual things in everything that goes on, and they're like very airy-fairy. They're not in this world. And some people have no experiences. They don't sense that or feel that on any level. And that's also not good, because life can be very, very mundane if there isn't any sort of mystical or spiritual component to it. And so you have to have that proper balance. So for instance, recently, I'll give you an example that happened to me. Recently, I was at Publix checking out, and it comes out $66.66. Ooh. I said to the cashier, that's a sign I should buy a lottery ticket. And that's what I did. I bought a lottery ticket, and I didn't do a quick pick. I figured, it's Parshat Shemot. We're coming up over here to the Parshat Shemot starts off with the 12 tribes. 6 times 2 is 12. And so I went and I got a lottery ticket. I didn't do the quick pick. I picked the numbers, 6 and 12. And I picked all kinds of mystical numbers. God is 1, and 26, God's name. There were 70 that went down to Egypt, but 1 was concealed, so 69, that's the highest numbers. I picked that. I picked all these very, very mystical numbers that I felt God was trying to get across to me so I could win $750 million. The lottery came, and guess how much money I won? Bupkis, nothing, 0. If I would have won, it would have been a great mystical story. But sometimes it has nothing to do with mysticism. Sometimes it's just whatever the amount of groceries come out to be, and it's not a sign of anything. So, yes, look for the mysticism, look for those wonderful moments, but also realize and recognize sometimes it's just a female dog, and that's why the dogs are barking or yelling or screaming or partying. Have a good Shabbos.